Hey everybody, so today is day 4 of my makeup challenge, and I guess I finally got suggestions and I'm going to do a tutorial. I don't know how this is going to end. I don't see it ending very well. But I'm going to attempt to do a 1920s kind of look. Oh boy, I'm kind of nervous. A 1920s inspired look, and this is gonna be my first tutorial, and I'm scared. Please no hating. If you're gonna hate on my tutorial, just go away. So I'm gonna start with what I normally do when I start each and every one of my routine to put on my makeup. So I'm gonna start with putting on my primer. I put on my facial primer and my eyeshadow primer. It helps with everything staying in place. So go ahead and apply that. Make sure that your face is all nice and clean before you start applying makeup, just because you don't want to cake it on. Not washing your face after putting on makeup, it'll make you break out, and I am very just sensitive about my face. So I make sure that I wash my makeup off every time I'm done with the night. And unless it's one of those nights that you just sleep in your makeup, I don't blame anybody. So put on too much on this, so I'm just gonna undo that. So there's my primer. So I'm gonna go and start with using a eyeliner pencil, and it's by Ofra. It's another sample that I received from Ipsy, and what I really like about this pencil, even though I don't know how to pronounce the product's name, is that it really goes on real smooth. It glides on, and I don't get that with my Urban Decay pencil. That one's actually pretty hard on your skin, so it doesn't go on smoothly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the pencil and I'm going to follow my eye, the shape of my eye, and just follow it around. Take it all the way to the corner of your lid, all the way around. You should look like so. It's okay for it to go like that. It's a 1920s inspired look, and they had really dark shadow, and they really didn't go all the way to the top unless it was like a really dark color. So just go ahead and go with that with my second eye. Other eye should look. So this is how you should start. Try and find a pencil that glides on easy, any other pencil, or if you want to do it with a shadow, go for it. But I did it with a pencil. You're going to go in and smudge it later on anyways. So also go toward line the bottom of or the top of your lash line. And the same goes for the other eye. So you should look like that. So I'm going to use a lot of shimmer shadows today and some plain white shadows. And I'm going to start with my Sephora Moon Shadow Baked Palette. I got this about 4 years ago. I seldom use it. As you can see, there's still pretty much a lot of shadow left in it. So I'm gonna go in with my brush. I have this really nifty tool that I got for my eyeshadows. So this really cool tool is a Sephora Color Switch by Vera Mona. Vera Mona. So what it does is that it cleans your brush as you're using it. You don't have to wet it. You just have to put it in there, swatch it around, and you'll see the color stay on there. You swatch it around. So if you're switching from a light to a dark or a dark to a light, this tool is pretty cool. It works with any of the brushes. You just swatch it on there, or you just swatch, well, you just rub the brush in there, and you go ahead and use your shadow. Still, I do recommend that you always clean your brushes. Always good to keep your brushes all nice and clean, because you'll pick it up and you'll have this super spring look, and you forgot that the night before you used black eyeshadow to go hit the club, and it's gonna look awful. So after that, you're gonna go in and with your brush, I'm sorry, and I really can't see with the lighting. So you're going to go in and smudge a little bit or a lot of it. Soften it up a little bit. So then you have that. After you smudged it, I'm going to go ahead and take a lighter color out of my Sephora Moon Shadow Baked palette. It's a lot of shimmer. I want to use shimmer with this look, as it is the liner that I use has shimmer, so I will just want more shimmer. So I'm going to go ahead and start with a light color, and go in to the corners with the lighter color. I'm only gonna do half of my eyelid, and I didn't go all the way to the top of my eyelid where I went ahead and did the eyeliner. I didn't go all the way to the top, and I tried to stay within where I drew in my line, just because I don't want it to blend quite yet. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the other eye. And again, I did not go all the way across. I just went just to the corner and half of my lid. And that's all I did on both eyes. I want to also tell you guys about this really cool color switch from Sephora. So it's by Vera Mona. So what it is just a little sponge that they offer that allows you to clean your brush. So you just go ahead and you take your brush and you rub it on the sponge. And once it comes off, you should be able to switch from a light color to a dark color, or a dark color to a light color, without getting your eyeshadow all messed up or have the colors blend. So I love this. It's a really good investment. It was, I believe, $12. It was really hard to find, though. I had to go searching a few Sephoras before I actually found it. So really good tool to use if you are tired of having to switch your eyeshadow. Plus it just comes out and you can wash it, so it's really good. I enjoy using it a lot. So I'm gonna go into my outer corner to the other half of my eyelid to fill in the rest, and I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm not gonna go ahead and go too high up where I'm covering the eyeliner. I'm just gonna go ahead and leave that there. So I'm gonna take this really deep brown, because 1920s had really dark colors for eyeshadow, if not black, pretty much. So I'm gonna go ahead and take it from the inside into the center, and once they connect, I'm gonna go ahead and blend to soften up the look. Blend. And now that I have this dark shadow on the corners, I'm going to go ahead and take some, and just the tip of the brush, I'm just going to dab the tip of the brush like so. And I'm going to go ahead and do my lower lash to kind of wrap it around. And wrap it around so I can go ahead and give it that look where it's completed at the bottom. And there we go. So I kept it dark in the corners and I softened it up towards the center so the colors would blend. And remember that you have to blend with the pencil as well because you did smudge. So remember to catch a little bit of that so it doesn't look like you just completely divided your eye, like just smack dab in the middle. If you don't blend, it'll just look like straight like that. But you want to blend it where it just it goes from light to dark. So there's one eyelid, and I'm going to go ahead and do the other one, and I'm going to go and just go with the full brush and tap it a little bit to get the excess off, and you have to go back in like I did. So there it is, my other lid. So that's what I have going on right now. So I'm going to take my little color switch and I'm going to wipe off my brush, especially because it has glitter and everything and I don't want it to get everywhere. So I'm going to take one of the lighter tones and I'm going to go ahead to the top so I can highlight my eyebrow so I can make it look sharp. So now I'm going to go ahead and take this, what is this? This brown right here, it's called Peach of what colors. I'm going to go and take Peach. I'm going to tap it a little bit and I'm going to go ahead and take it from my lid and finish it off to where right before my eyebrow and into the corners, and just to allow that little bit of shimmer at the top to be a little brighter. And I'm going to go again in my other. So that is the other color, the peach on top of that. And to give my eyeshadow the final touch, like I said earlier, I'm going to go ahead and make my eyebrow look sharper. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and highlight it. And I'm going to take the lightest color that I have in my palette, which is cream. I'm going to take it and I'm going to highlight my brow. So right underneath your eyebrow, you're going to go ahead and highlight that. Don't go too far, just highlight just a little bit. So just brush it a little bit and remember to blend a little so it doesn't look like it's strikingly a big difference in colors. And that's one eyebrow. I'm going to go ahead and do that with my other brow. I'm just going to do right underneath it just to highlight my brow. Give it a little bit more definition. And that is how I completed my eyeshadow. So I'm going to go ahead and start curling my eyelashes. Curling my eyelash is pretty much the last step of my eyes. I really love the look, and so I do not put on the mascara before I curl my eyelashes. I curl my eyelashes first and then apply my mascara. And I clean my eyelash curler every time after use just because I've seen horror pictures where women do not clean their eyelash curler or they don't replace the little sponge. This is a Tarte eyelash curler, and the little liner that it has for the curler, it's really thick, so I feel safe using it. It won't cut off my lash. But like I said, I try and keep it clean, and I do not apply my mascara before I curl my lash. I curl my lash and then put on the mascara. I emphasize that just because you do not want your eyelash to come off and then you're going to have a bald eyelid. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I do actually count for my eyelash. I count 5 seconds to try and get the best curl in my lash. And the same for the other one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And on top of that, I do want to say, do not pull on your lash either, because some women, like, they come down and then they kind of like do this and then they pull. Don't do that either. That's not healthy for your eye. You don't want to pull it out. So that's what I did. So today I'm going to go back to using my Too Faced Better Than Sex waterproof mascara so I can give that drama to my eyelash, since it is a 1920s look, and those outfits and the looks were very dramatic. So if you don't want to get mascara on your eye, so what you want to do is take your mirror and bring it down and look down as you're applying your mascara, so you won't get the mascara on your eyelid as you're applying. And for my 1920s look, I do want to add mascara to my bottom lid, because they did emphasize on showing off their bottom lashes. So that's how that goes. And then I'm going to go ahead and do the other lash. I'm going to also add liner to my bottom lash, or to my liquid line, to add more drama. So that's one. And the other. So that is that. So I'm going to start applying my foundation. I never apply it directly onto my brush or directly onto a sponge. I apply it on a flat surface, and then I get a little, and I start brushing it onto my face. And that's how it allows me to get a thin layer and still get that full coverage. As you can see, like that black spot that was on my face a few seconds ago, it's starting to not go away, but it's covered up pretty well. And on top of that, I try not to put too much foundation, only because I do have this really cute beauty mark right here, and I don't like to cover it up. So I try and keep it as thin as I possibly can. Plus it helps with trying not to break out. And wearing the foundation, or wearing the primer helps your foundation stay in place, so you don't have to so much go in there and like just press really hard, just because you're starting to pack it into your pores, and you don't want that. You don't want to pack in onto your pores, and then you get acne, and then it's just a whole other deal, and you would add more makeup, and that's not right, or that's not fair. So that is my foundation. That's how much foundation I apply. And it's my NARS foundation. And that's where I'm at. So next I'm going to go ahead and add my blush. Today I'm going to use a coral, just because it fits with the 1920s. They went ahead and they did a really like pink color. They like that real color on their cheeks. And I'm going to go ahead and do it all the way from my cheeks all the way up. Give me that color. And I'm also going to do it on lightly do my nose and here. So, to give me that little bit of color that I want in my cheeks, and on my nose, and on my forehead. Because when you put on foundation, you're getting rid of all that redness on your face, and it makes your face just look really flat, so the red gives it some type of dimension. To finish off my look, I'm going to use my Stila All Day Liquid Lipstick. It's a red, 1920s. A lot of red was used as a lipstick, just to a lot of pop of color. Let me just get this mirror open. There we go. And go ahead and add. So in the 1920s, they did a really defined, like, Cupid bow. And I'm trying to get that look. And that is my makeup, 1920s inspiration, and to finish up my look, I'm going to go ahead and add a hairstyle to it. So I have this really cute beaded headband, and that's what I'm going to use to add the finishing touches to my 1920s look. So I'm going to go ahead and add that and give it a little bit of room here and back here, and I'm just going to take my hair and roll it into the back of the band, and like so. Take the other piece of my hair and roll it into the back of my band as well, and go ahead, bring it down a little bit, and finishing this a little bit. And I'm gonna take this really cool sparkling soda mist from Dry Bar. I love going to the Dry Bar. Every time I need to get my hair blown out, I go straight to the Dry Bar, no questions asked, and it's a flat fee for the hairstyle that you want, and or how you want your hair blown out, and they make it as quick as possible. And as you saw before, my hair was super frizzy, and it's really long and it takes a long time, but what this mist does, it just gives you this gloss to your hair, and it also helps with the flyaways, and I have a lot of those, so I'm just gonna go ahead and spray that there. Spray. Get rid of those flyaways, or attempt to. Go ahead and finish my look up, and there it is, my 1920s look. I went ahead and added this really cute shawl that I got, and this really long necklace, and there it is, 1920s. You know, I love this look. I can't believe that I pulled it off, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please come back. If you like it, share. If there's any questions or there's some type of confusion, let me know, and I hope you really enjoyed my look. Thanks. See you guys next time.